joyride. Thank you, Togo's on studio, to connect me with my listeners at home. This is Tuesday as well, so we are having a beautiful joyride from now on until 5 o'clock. Sakubinela sakumukela. Still lonya abantu besifazane celebrating them. Ukuthi ke bahle ngendlela abakhandwe ngayo. We don't compare them. The way they are, we just appreciate them. We honor, we embrace, we welcome, and we respect them. So wherever you are in the land, just know as umuntu wesifazane, you are perfect as you are. Do not compare yourself with anyone. And yeah, just dress as much as you like. As long as you feel comfortable, we are also comfortable. So I think now we need to sivula amehlo, sivula indlebe, sivula ingqondo yethu to check ukuthi ke into engahlangane nathi ayihlangane nathi. If akulona business lethu, silona business lethu. So yeah, on this day today, it is 17th of August, 2021. So it's like 4 months to go now to end this year of 2021. It's been a different year. You know, last year we were experiencing at the beginning of COVID-19 and we are like, 2020 is something different. But now we are enjoying some different year as well. So this is true if we should with iminyaka ayifani. It's like laba bantu abeqamba ingane zabo kudala bethi umzika ayifani. Yabo. And uyabona behlale kahle phansi relax abona ukuthi kahle imizi ayifani, but into efana ngemizi ukuthi awukho umuzi ongashunqa intuthu. In other words, each and every house there is a problem. Their problem afuna beyisolve ngesizulu sithi awukho umuzi ongashunqa intuthu. So each and every house there is a problem. So as it is 16 minutes after 4 right now, that means we gotta check on our traffic updates and so check the footnote in our top stories. Today it is Tuesday, career-wise Monday. So yeah, today we're talking about career, with how to sharpen your career, to make sure that in your career you are always growing every day. So you gotta give you izinto ozomela ukuthi uyibheke nje ukuthi ubhekani in terms of sharpening your career. As you know, in your career you need to grow day by day. As in career, it commands us or it gives us direction to change as well. So I think umuntu afana change ngoba wayeboreka mangibuka ukuthi yazi ukwenza stefana zonke insuku akukho mnandi basefika ne change. So i change is challenging but it's nice. Yabo if usuka emotweni endala ungena emotweni enhla, emotweni entsha, you feel like wow, this car is better because that one has no aircon, but this one has aircon. Oh, this one has 5 forward. Oh, that my old one was 4 forward. Well, this is 6 forward or 7 forward. Oh, in my car I'm driving now, reverses, it's front, but the one that I was driving reverse the same move. You see, it's change and it's cool, you know. As the model of mind, the more driver, you need to press a clutch down before you start. You turn on ignition. Without doing it, there was a Wednesday. I remember I was just driving past the robot. I got the guy there. Was asking, "Hey, bro, can you help me to kickstart this car?" I was like, "What's wrong with your car?" And the guy was saying, "Try to kickstart." And I went inside the car. I was asking, "Is it turning on?" Yeah, it's turned on, but it doesn't start. I was like, "Oh, okay. Let's just try." Let me first try. And I remember that, if you start this car, you need to press down the clutch and start and turn on the ignition. And then it will start. And then I went in there, it came on my mind, oh man, I've been driving this car with Uber, then I know this car. I've done it and then it happens. I'm like, oh man, you know what? If you want to drive this car, you do this. It's a change, you know? It's a change. I think that guy got the car was running already, so he got inside and he drives. But change is good. That's what I'm saying. Which is every time we drive, and we need to change. And I think this thing of probably clash before you start the car was protecting from people abantu abashiya imoto esegiyeni, because if ufica imoto esegiyeni and we do misa iyaqhuma ne. But since there is a clutch, we need to see we go back to then press the clutch. It avoid those things which imoto eziphume and clutch iphansi. Yeah, talking about change, we know which we are going to check on traffic. We gotta check also on sports and also on traffic update. That will be followed by ukubuka career wise namhlanje ukuthi sibheke izinto ezikanjani, as well as ukuthi pick our time. Abantu ophuma emsebenzini, they're also driving, abanye ke babamba ama-tax. So it is very, very, very good to know ukuthi as you know ukuthi if highway, it's normal traffic here and there, but I gotta keep you updated. Like yesterday vehicle on N2 southbound after ramp from Umhlanga, from Umngeni Road, there by M19 interchange is now clear. So when you drive there, just drive carefully. Then also there was a stationary vehicle on N3 Epic Route interchange, also on Ezreal Spaghetti Junction, N2 ramp. So it's now clear in a corner. You can drive carefully. We are relaxed, you not been a stress. And they've also check a foot with them. Nalapho kuhamba kanjani sibukela ukuthi SNC on N2 southbound after the ramp from Umhlanga interchange, so just drive carefully when you are driving there as well. Yona ndlela zokusiza ke ukuthi kudrive kamnandi. Manje sicheka lapha ke futhi ke ama top stories ukuthi kuhamba kanjani. Sazi ukuthi kunendawo ehlokozwayo, kuhlongozwa ukuthi kumele kuvotwe, all those things, and we are looking forward to vote as well, as it is our right to perform. But you gotta check with the team indawo zokuvota. First thing first, start la nayo before stay with umdlalo. Ama top stories la hamba kanjani. So thola the African National Congress Northwest Interim Provincial Committee said it was concerned about service delivery as it prepared to name a new premier to replace Job Mahoro. So IPC Provincial Coordinator Suoane said the party should be ready to make an announcement in this regard from Tuesday following Monday's meeting to finalize a new issue and inform structure across the performance. So last week, NC and the party's Lutuli House headquarters interviewed 3 potential candidates. Relation between Mahoro and the IPC have become untenable, and his efforts to bring stability to the province have failed. So at least this is how the IPC viewed the situation as it prepared for life beyond Mahoro. So Chauka said service delivery remained a key concern, and he was asking that when last did we celebrate the opening of one RDP house? Can you imagine, only one? And they were asking that when last did we celebrate the flowing of clean water to the community that we serve? When last did we celebrate the creation of jobs? Those are the questions that sometimes our leaders in our country should sit down and ask themselves, when last they did this? Even one RDP house makes a difference. Yeah, as they were asking, when last did we celebrate clean water to community that we are serving? Of which is so good. I know I'm from rural areas in Ishawe. We are having a problem when it comes to water. It is the big problem. I don't know why. I don't know. But we can find some trucks coming to our communities, giving us some water. But I don't know where they take it. Okay, I know where they take it. But I don't know why they just let amanzi fike endlini zethu, because it's one the same pipe that they use. And then continuously, I got that here, during his tenure, Mahoro was placed on suspension by the ANC for voting with the opposition in the provincial legislature. So Mahoro himself had labeled the attempt to remove him as a witch hunt, but ANC Deputy Secretary General Ucheshi Dante recently said there was no point in maintaining dysfunctionality. And checking on other news and see what's going on. And again, here we got that already African National Congress has announced Ubushi Mabe as its candidate to take over as Northwest Premier, replacing Job Mahoro. We know that Mahoro and the interim provincial committee have been an old for several years, with the latter complaining that relations with the premier have completely broken down. So now already lapana ke sebekiwe ke lapana upremier omusha Northwest. The name of the premier is Bushi Mapi. Yebo. And we go forward and check on our story here. It gets that President Cyril Ramaphosa on Tuesday, of which is today, extended the deployment of South African National Congress or South African National Defence Force, also known as the SANDF members, until 13th of September. So the numbers of troops involved is 10,000. So Parliament said it received correspondence from Ramaphosa regarding the extension, which is expected to cost more than 254 million. So SANDF members were employed to assist the police in preventing crime and preserving law and order during the recent civil unrest that saw more than 300 people lose their life and resulted in damage estimated at billions of rands through the arson and looting. So earlier this month, the SAPC confirmed that members of SANDF were deployed at the headquarters in Auckland Park and its offices in Durban. So the public broadcaster said the move was made to protect its premises and staff in light of the recent unrest in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. During the unrest, media outlets and journalists came under fire while on duty. Okay, moving forward, we're checking another stories as well, because there are a lot of stories here. A lot of stories, but there's some interesting stories in Southern Africa. We got that Southern Africa's regional bloc praised Zambia on Tuesday for overseeing peaceful transition of power after a veteran opposition politician won a landslide victory at the ballot box. So Hakainde Hichilema was declared winner on Monday after roundly defeating Edgar Lungu, who had been in power for 6 years. So it is the third time that power has changed hands to the opposition in Zambia since 1991. So on a continent where incumbent leaders often hold on to power for decades. So we got that here, the pattern of peaceful transition of power we have been seeing in our region in recent years, with Zambia being the latest member of Mbodi, that are worthy of global acclaim and our applause, said Malawian President Ulizarus Chakwera, launching a summit of Southern African leaders. Yeah, and they are entering to a point whereby they are having their clean voting, of which is, as we are in South Africa, we're still praying for those ones to happen even here. Because most of the time, we used to have complaints going straight to IEC and through all those things, images and again. And a story here, need to check on the last one. Let's check on the story concerning IEC and see what you're gonna bend. Okay? IEC told that those who wish to contest local government election have until 23 August to formally indicate their intentions to the Independent Electoral Commission. So the IEC's Maseho Shepuri on Tuesday said if this deadline was not met, parties or independent candidates will not be able to participate in election. The Commission is preparing for elections on 27 October pending its Constitutional Court application to postpone those elections to early next year. Because that year an inquiry had found October polls would likely not be free and fair because of the impact of COVID-19. So Shiburi said the minister has lawfully called for those elections and until the court gives a relief. Understand that we are obliged to prepare for those elections. We have two timetables, one for the elections in October and another for elections in February next year. So the matter will be heard later this week. The court has set the matter to hearing on 20 August, and we hope that soon, therefore, we will have determination made by the court. Current sports. Okay, right now, when you're tuning right now, listening to Car Radio, as we are here for you. So, yeah, we are there online, nowhere else, and also on our Facebook. So, if you want to follow us as well, follow us on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also you can also listen to us on online radio box and TuneIn app. This is where you can find us, and also on our YouTube Car Radio. Continue to check now on sports and see what is happening in the world of sports. As you know, with T20 that will start soon, so we are looking forward to it. But first thing first, cricket. So the Proteas will play their first game on the T20 World Cup against Australia on 23 October after ICC on Tuesday released the fixture list for the tournament set to be staged in the UAE and Oman. South Africa is in Group 1 of the Super 12 alongside Australia, England, West Indies, and two qualifiers. The World Cup will start on 17 October with the final set to be played in Dubai on 14 November. The tournament will begin with the round 1 Group B encounter between host Oman and Papua New Guinea on 17 October. For Scotland and Bangladesh, the other teams in Group B clash in the second match. So Ireland, the Netherlands, Sri Lanka, and Namibia make up Group A, and all will be in action in Abu Dhabi the next day. So with round 1 matches running till 22 October. So the top 2 teams in each group will progress to the Super 12 stage of the tournament beginning on 23 October with the last clash between the Proteas and the Becky Greens. All rivals England and Australia will lock horns in Dubai and in Dubai on 30 October. So the group will conclude on 6 November with matches between Australia and West Indies in Abu Dhabi and England and South Africa in Sharjah. And here India and Pakistan kick off the action in Group 2 in Dubai on 24 October. Pakistan then take on New Zealand on 26 October. Afghanistan begins their campaign on 25 October at Sharjah, taking on the winners of Group B from the first round. The group will conclude on 8 November with India taking on the second place round 1 qualifier from Group A. So the business end of the tournament will get underway 10 November with the first semi-final being held in Abu Dhabi. The second semi-final will be hosted by Dubai on 11 November. And then the final will take place in Dubai on Sunday, 14 November, with Monday acting as the reserve day for the final. And checking on again, kwesinye futhi sport esibaluleke kakhulu ke ezifisini ukuthi ke abadlali basayinile we get this here ukuthi ke uTemi Abraham has completed his move to Roma from Chelsea. The Serie A club announced on Monday the England forward joined former Blue Bulls Jose Mourinho in the Italy capital in a deal with 40 million euros. That is equals to 47 million dollars. So in a statement, Roma said that Abraham has signed a 5-year contract and that Chelsea would retain the right to a percentage of any failure transfer fee involving the striker. So Italian media reported that 23-year-old who will wear the number 9 jersey left vacant by adding Zeko's transfer to Inter Milan will earn 4.5 million euros net each season. Okay, so Abraham was telling the press that you can sense when a club really wants you, and Roma made their interest clear immediately. Yeah, and he said that Roma is a club that deserves to be fighting for titles and trophies. He said that I've had the experience of winning major trophies and I want to be in those competitions again. So I want to help this team to achieve that, get to the level where Roma should. And getting to South Africa now, in terms of our sport. This is it here. As a seen good game. Premier Soccer League on Tuesday, which is today, confirmed the sale of Bloemfontein Celtics and offered a reason why the executive committee approved the transaction. And also, so it's no secret by now that Punya Selesele, a club that is more than 50 years old, will cease to exist after the league hierarchy approved the purchase of their DStv Premiership status by Royal AM. So the sale was confirmed by PSL lawyer Michael Murphy, who was reading from documents that had already been circulating on social media hours before the press conference on Tuesday. So Murphy read from the circular that was sent out to member club by acting CEO Umato Mahlala, making it official. We've got some couple of them, but because of time, we cannot read them. You can just go and check what Tilibe Wenzagalan. But the last one that you need to check, remember on Sunday, there was a big game between Mamelodi Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs. So Upasta had something to say about that one. Pasta has reflected on his first official game as Kaizer Chiefs coach and touched on missing out on a trophy. So he said that the Glamour Boys went toe-to-toe with the Sundowns in the quarterfinal on MTN8 Sunday. Impressively, clawed their way back from 2 goals down, but lost in the lottery of penalties. So while Chiefs supporters would have been disappointed at not being able to stay in the competition, that gives the club a chance to end its trophy drought, one that stretches as far back as Pasta's first spell in 2015. So the coach looked at the bigger picture during his press conference. He said that if we talk about missing out on the trophy, we played the league champion in the first round, and you have to get back from 2-0 make down to 2-2. It's in a normal time, Pastor told the media. Said that now I think if that were a league game, there will be many who are complaining about that result. But this being a cup game, it goes into extra time and then penalties, which we have little control over. Like any professional club, every competition we enter, we have hope of winning. That we should discuss is the penalty shootout, because the actual game was not a disappointment. It could have gone either way, and that is not bad. It's not bad when you are playing against the champions. Yeah, and it's the Chiefs will begin their Chiefs will begin their DStv Premiership campaign away to TS Galaxy on Sunday, where Pastor will hope to get his first win following his result. So we're hoping for the best for i-Kaizer Chiefs as-ke ivula-ke laphana-ke izinkundla ukuthi-ke sibuyele-ke ukubuka DStv Premiership. Still listening to Car Radio as we are here for you. Igama Mbuso Ngobese. Right now-ke sokucheckela-ke ukuthi-ke today as we are talking about i-career-wise Monday, we are getting into it. Masiqeda ngayo-ke siyabaleka. But-ke before we got there, let's just check on our traffic, and then once we get there, that'll be the last one for us. Ongoing crash scene on N2 south after Umhlanga interchange. Okay, if you're driving on that side, again, be careful because there's an ongoing accident scene happening crash kubekayo. Okay, and also again, check nangalanga bobalezi check kakhulu nazo zonke indlela. And such a vehicle N2 after a ramp from Mhlanga is now clear, so you can drive carefully there. Let's go and check which again just career wise. Career wise, we're talking about career, we're talking about things that touches your heart, things that you really want to do in your life, things that you are willing to perform extra mile, so go extra mile in it. So you need to make sure you sharpen your career every day, even if you're not employed, but still you can try to sharpen the skill. Even if you are working, but still in your working industry, you need to sit down there and make sure that you find something to make sure we are always ahead. Okay, this is it right now here. The business world wants wait for no one. That's the first thing. Business will wait for no one, especially in an age of rapid technological changes and advancements. So no matter where you work or what your title is, you want to make sure that you are constantly learning and progressing. So while some businesses provide formal training for employees to enhance their professional development, others have that initiative to their workers. If your company falls into the latter group, you might want to take your professional training into your own hands. Okay, right now, I'm going to give you the first one. First thing that you can do to enhance your career or to make sure you're always ahead in your career. First thing first, join a professional associations. Find a professional associations that include skills development in its annual activities. Memberships are relatively inexpensive, and often an employer will help pick up the cost. So you might choose an association based on your industry, your functions, or possibly even based on your client's needs. You will be learning the best practice and pick up new skills to enhance your career. And number two, get a mentor. You need to just find someone outside of work who demonstrates the professional skills you desire and those success you admire. So explain that you want to learn from them and ensure that it is a reciprocal relationship. Hold a series of conversation about the skill you seek and try to shadow and observe them in their workplace. Practice your learning back on the job and debrief your success and challenges with them. And number three, take advantage of online resources. So don't even let anyone tell you what you are capable of. So if your organization is not offering a path for growth, then you need to take the initiative and start looking at YouTube links and other alternatives for technical growth. They are usually inexpensive and ways to create your knowledge and to increase industry knowledge. So just look it out there. So just go there and make sure now you are the part of it. Number 4, build a professional development network on social media. So self-development is critical to honing the skills and knowledge to keep a career on track. So, you know what? On track. So, you know what? A way to develop professionally is to use social media to identify experts in an industry or professional. So, watch books, blogs, podcast, and other resources do they share, and then taking that approach, motivated individuals can build a professional development network that will keep them relevant and always learning. Number 5, read to learn and apply the lesson. Read to learn, not read for fun. Read to learn and apply the lesson. So after reading to learn, need to apply. So you read, you practice, and then also, how many books do you read in a month? The question, the likelihood that you will say not enough is pretty high, isn't it? So if you don't like reading books, listen to audiobooks, make it daily habit to read or listen to a non-fiction book, and also for at least 15 minutes. So once you have finished a book, implement one new learned hack, strategy, and philosophy into your life. Read to learn, not only to enjoy. That's it. Once you read it, go and apply it. I remember when at school I was doing grade 12, they used to say, after reading something, write it down, because to write and reading, son. So even if but if you are writing down, because after it becomes easy. So same thing applies here. You read and you apply. You read and you apply. Yeah, I know my hobby that's my hobby. I have my own career as well. Multiple careers, I can say. But my hobby is to fix cars. I love fixing cars. So if I'm facing some challenges, maybe it's a car that I never see before inside its engine, I used to just go to YouTube and check how to align the timing of this certain car, how to society tension, how to fag fan belt, how to fag timing belt, how to make sure all those things. It's my hobby, and I won't go to school. I cannot see myself going to school and learning for Uber engineer motor, but I will learn on my way because it's my hobby. Okay. Yeah, so I learn and I apply. The time I apply, next time I'll know to fix the same thing, you must do this and that. Number 6, volunteer with a non-profit. So serving your community is a great way to hone new skills. So showcase your expertise and build your profession, your personal brand. Look for an organization that aligns with your passion and serve as a committee chair member. Volunteer to lead projects and initiatives that align with the skill set you want to develop. So you can then add this experience to your resume and performance review. Number 7, write and practice your personal stories. So if you create 5 strong stories about yourself, you will undoubtedly reuse them wherever. Whether it is in interviewing, networking, public relations, profit bios, public speaking, or even in discussion with your client, you need to understand yourself first. You can do this by practicing how you speak about your impact, value, and stories verbally and in writing. Refine and adapt them to over time. Number 8, teach yourself the latest industry software. So no industry remains immune to technology changes and advancement. In over 26 years of coaching serious careers, nobody has had their career prospects by staying as a current possible on new software impacting their industry. So even if a company isn't supporting your technical advancement, a mindset, you must give this high importance throughout your career. It's nice, hey? It is beautiful. I like it. I like it. Number 9, follow thoughts leader. Follow thought leader. So read books by noted thought influencers to enhance your appreciation and understanding how to build your social and emotional intelligence, become more innovative and agile, and develop your leadership skills. Simon Sinek, Adam Grant, Daniel Goleman Belt, and also you can even follow Dr. Suoane Msomi as well. He also teaches about intelligence the most of time, like fighting with minds. So you can follow all those people because they are doing so well. So if you want to follow him, we have Dr. Suoane Msomi on Facebook, Dr. Suoane Msomi on YouTube, Suoane Msomi, Instagram, Suoane Msomi. So it's easy to follow and all my videos are talking about mind, all those things. It is your so you need those things as well. Then we'll learn when I finish now. Number 10, you're still listening to Car Radio as we are here for you, talking about your career, how to make sure with your career you are always we sharpina. Even if you are sebenzi, if you are sebenzi, you have ways to make sure with you are practicing it until you make it to find your own job. Number 10, practice reverse mentoring. Practice reverse mentoring. So many talk about importance of having a mentor, but it is not often that people encourage you to mentor someone as a means of sharpening your skill. This is similar to the philosophy known as reverse mentoring, where you learn from someone younger or from someone who can offer insight from a unique perspective. There is much value in having the willingness to learn new ways of thinking. Number 11, ask people about their light bulb moments. So during one-on-one conversation or in groups, ask people about their light bulb moments. Each person shares a recent high experience, how it makes an impact, and what others can learn from it. People can reflect on a recent project, trip, books, article, online videos. There are no limits. So then take a few notes of what you have learned from others and how many want to go deeper on those topics. And number 13, it goes like this: engage in second skilling. Second skilling, a concept made popular in Singapore, allows employees to start developing their skills in sector other than the one in which they work. Online training platforms such as Course and Udacity, often hundreds of free and almost free professional development courses. So acquiring new skills in the manner could be the deciding factor between a good candidate and an outstanding one. Number 14, follow the 10-20-70 model. Spend time doing these 3 key things to sharpen your skill: training 10%, finding a mentor 20%, and doing 70%. Altogether, it's 100%. So there are tons of learning resources available, but you can utilize free online training. Materialize first. Find those who are great at target skills that you admire and ask them to mentor you. Shadow a job, lead a project, volunteer in a joining non-profit board, and practice your skill. Number 15, of which is the last one, find a new employer. So if professional growth and development is important to you, I have a suggestion. Start your job. Search how and find a company that values learning. Companies that invest in their people, care about their people. A learning culture as the company creates high engagement, which directly leads to performance. When an employee is engaged, chances are quite good that they are happy too. So that's how we end today. Talking about to get a career was shaping your professional skills outside work with these. So we're giving you my 15 tips again. The first one was telling us again. First thing first, join a professional associations. And secondly, get a mentor. It's very important to have a mentor in your career. And number 3, take an advantage of online resources. You know that we have YouTube, Instagram, all those things, number podcast, about post some videos everywhere now. So you can go there and make sure that we are learning from people and learn from them. And also the number 4, build a professional development network on social media. You know, when it comes to social media, it is something that maybe we feel like this is where we play, but other people, they're learning from social media and they're getting a lot. They are enhancing their skills, upgrading their careers through social media. So it's up to you to how do you use social media. Social media can kill you. Social media can build you. Okay, build or break you. It's up to you. You choose your own way. And then also number 5, read to learn and apply a lesson. Sometimes we just want to apply without knowing. So here we learn that you need to read to learn, not just read. Read to learn. So if you read to learn, you read with understanding. If there's something that you don't understand, maybe there is a key word. You know, when it comes to visiting Kazwa, you find something like a key word, the word that you really need to understand. Because once you don't understand, you lose the whole concept of that sentence. So you read to learn. So if there's something that you don't understand, you go and make a research or about that certain way so that you will understand. After understanding, then you go and apply the lesson, because it is a lesson after like understanding the lesson. You go there, volunteer with a non-profit. It is very good to learn if you are learning without earning something, because it shows that you have a love of doing it. So you go there, you learn anywhere you can learn and trying to enhance your career. Try some leadership skills if it's needed. If you say maybe you want to be a leader or you find yourself as a leader, let's say someone like a general manager, something like that. So go there and practice with abantu baphathwa kanjani in the community, even in church. You can go to church and be a youth leader, anything to make sure that you upgrade your leadership skills. Number 7, write and practice your personal stories. That's it. Number 8, teach yourself the latest industry software. Upgrade yourself each and every now. If there's something coming in your company or in the world itself, go there and try to see with how it works. And then number 9, follow thought leaders. Follow abantu abasebenza kule ngqondo. You know, there are some people always challenging our mind. If just go there and follow them, they will teach you how to make sure when you are be able to upgrade the career. Number 10, practice reverse mentoring. Yebo. And number 11, ask people about their light bulb moments. Number 12, look for free resources. Try by all means. With Mark Tuanje, we are there training our business people. Go there and attend. If it's free, go there and attend. and then you learn something every day. Number 13, engage in second skilling. Number 14, follow the 10-20-70 model. I love this one because this one said spend time doing these 3 key things to sharpen your skills. Training with 10%, finding a mentor, it is 20%, and doing, it is 70%. Altogether, it's 100%. Okay. The last one, find a new employer. After making sure the skills are right, I want money, send level. Yeah, if you want to find a new employer, the one who is prioritizing abantu ukuthi bayenza and baphambili ngokucabanga and bahlezi be ahead of izinto ezifikayo. Then company abantu abanjengala bayabadinga, because if ufike company uveza ukuthi no mina izinto sengizazi lena so lapho umnikazi wecompany was being introduced ngaleyo nto entsha efikile, but wena uma ufika usumchazela kwedlula yena so bona ukuthi okay, I can find something for you in this company because we need someone like you. It is 4 o'clock. This is the Joyride on Car Radio. My name is Mbuso Ngobese. I'm done and dusted now. I think you are having a beautiful time. Hopefully you've enjoyed this show on Car Radio. You can still follow us again on our all social media platform. We are Car Radio. Yeah. Currently online. Currently working wherever we like through technology. So right now I'm in Wamashu, in a comfort zone of my house, doing this. Thanks to Ntokozo, there in our studios. He is doing wonders. Thank you very much. Have a splendid day. Happy birthday. And this is my birthday month. I was celebrating my birthday on Sunday. It's been a beautiful day, and yeah, it's gonna be still a beautiful year in me. And hoping now, all the challenges that you are facing right now, try to make sure we come on as Sobululo. Stop complaining. Be blessed wherever you are in the land. Goodbye and have a blessed day.
Angikho ngaphansi Oh